Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, or welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, I am so happy that you are here. And yeah, let's get into today's topic for the video. So, as you can see, this is another video like this where you guys are watching my Welsh Harlequins in their yard. One of the things that I want to talk about today is the difference between silver phased and gold phased Welsh Harlequins. Now, the thing with these, there is some controversy and everything else surrounding this because you can get anything with genetics. But yeah, let's cover what I do know and let's get into it. So, I have the silver phased variety of Welsh Harlequin. The way that you can tell that is through their speculum. You're really not, you can tell a little bit at birth or at hatch, based on darker coloring or whatever. How true that is, I'm not entirely sure because I don't have gold phased right now. I would eventually like to get into gold phased, but the only way that I would is through hatching out through my own stock and it showing up randomly. But that does bring me into my second point, is that you can get gold phased just through hatching out silvers. Not impossible. Wouldn't say rare or anything like that. It's could be a little common, but one of the things is, gold phase and silver phase. Sorry. Their speculum, if you do not know what their speculum is the iridescent part on the end of their wing, that little part that you might see as black right now, or it could be a blue, it could be a green, could be a purple even. Any of those colors, if you see that on their wing right now, that is more than likely their speculum. The speculum is just that pretty color, and these are silver phased Welsh Harlequins. The other thing with them is the gold phased will be on the gold phased Welsh Harlequins, the speculum will be brown. It will not have the color that these do. Another thing is, if you are able to see them right now, which you are not, you can see most of the black. Like, the markings are black. Now there is tan, but for the most part, the markings are black, especially in Bodie, my male. They are black. And this is for silver phase. They are black. If you are talking about gold phase, the gold phase do not have the black. It is actually a brown, which is very, very interesting to me. But yeah, I will get more into that talk a little bit later on. But yeah, those are two main distinguishing factors in gold phased and silver phased. Now, is there much difference between the two? No. One of the things, which can be a little irritating for some people, I guess, if you are showing Welsh Harlequins, the only ones that can be registered for shows, or it can even attend shows, are silver phased. Gold phased are not recognized by the Poultry Association, which sucks, but they're not. I think they've been trying to work on that for a while now, and nothing's come of it. So here we are. But the silver phased are. Now, a little bit of the backstory with the silver and the gold, to my knowledge. I don't know exactly how the silver phased came to be, but I do know that the gold phased was the first one created. And by created, I just mean that it was a genetic mutation from a clutch of khaki Campbells. It was a few, and then through selective breeding, they managed to get the Welsh Harlequin, and it later became recognized by the Poultry Association. But the Gold Phased were the first ones hatched out of that original clutch of khaki Campbells. And then after that, the silver, I think through breeding, I think some of the silvers came up, and then they were continually bred for that, to where we eventually had the Gold Phased and the Silver Phased. My personal opinion, I don't know why the brown or why the Gold Phased is not part of the Poultry Association instead of or why the Gold Phased isn't instead of the Silver Phased. The reason for that is the Gold Phased was the first one created. So in theory, that should be the one to go into the Poultry Association, but it's just the silver, which is beyond me. But the silvers are very, very pretty, but I do think they should have kept with the original stock for that. Also, another thing with Silver Phased and Gold Phased and all of that, you can breed them together to have different ones. And like I said earlier, with it could show up in breeding silvers. And I even believe breeding golds, you can have silvers show up. You can breed different ones together. And by that, you can breed a silver male to a gold female or gold male to a silver female. Through that, I think it's like 50%, or it's some weird, it's some number, which I might be able to throw it up on the screen here. But like different Punnett squares and all of that, with breeding them together like that. But you can get different ones from that. Now, with only breeding silver to silver, Silver Phased to Silver Phased, there is no way for me to get a male Welsh Harlequin, a male gold Welsh Harlequin. You can only get a female from what I'm doing here. But if I were to, and okay, I believe this to be right, actually, and I'll fact check it at the bottom of the screen now. But when you are doing that, because I could have gotten the gold female from just Gold Phased female from just breeding the silvers. If I would have gotten a Gold Phased female, I would have bred her back to Bodie, my male, and then had, what is it? Sorry, my brain's going. And then I would have been able to get, I think, 50%, whatever. I'm not sure. I will fact check it at the bottom, though. But it's something like that. So you can breed them together. It's just, they'll be essentially carriers for the other one at that point, which all of that will be explained in one of the Punnett squares, and I'll probably put that one back up here. But yeah. So I hope that made somewhat sense. The end part probably did not. But I hope it did. One of the big things here for me is I want to teach you guys how to do things. How to manage your flocks, how to do what you can in small backyard settings, and things like that. But more importantly, I want to get down to the nitty-gritty of stuff that is not talked about on here, and I don't think Welsh Harlequins are talked about enough on YouTube. Now they can be, but it's very varied in information, and you're not finding a lot of that. So I am trying to do all the research that I can do in order to share that information with you guys. One of the other things with this, sorry, that's a whole different video topic. But this video is a video that will be added to the playlist of Welsh Harlequin educational content. If you want to watch that, the playlist is on my channel, or I can maybe have it like linked at the end. But if you have any questions or comments or anything, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I will be sure to get back to you, or get you an answer from that, or make a video if it's something that does need a larger topic, or something that I think that more people will benefit from. So all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this little educational video on how to tell the difference between silver and gold phased, and what exactly silver and gold phased are. But yeah, if you enjoy this style video of watching the ducks and me talking through the microphone and doing other things, there will be more if you would like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in other videos. Thank you all for watching. Bye, y'all.